Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is Chief. Yes, I didn't do a video last week because I was preparing for a trip that I did not end up taking. I was going to go visit my son up in the Great White North, not Canada, to spend the holiday with him. But due to the weather, I couldn't go. And I also found my list of subjects to talk about, so I got one more thing to talk about San Antonio before we leave. And went into work one day, midway through my tour, I think it was. Tried to log onto my unclassified computer, couldn't log on. Tried to log on to my classified computer, couldn't log on. Called the help desk, run by the Air Force. Yeah, this is Chief so-and-so, I can't log on to my computer. Okay, Chief, just submit us a trouble ticket and we'll send someone over there to help you. Obviously, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I cannot log on to the computer. I understand, Chief, so just send us a trouble ticket and we'll send someone over to fix your problem. Okay, third time, Airman. I cannot log on to my computer, so therefore I cannot submit a trouble ticket for you to come over and fix my problem. Well, go over to somebody else's computer and send a trouble ticket, and it'll be in their name, correct? Yes. So therefore, me logging on or me using someone else's computer to send a trouble ticket, it won't be in my name. Okay. So, hey, how about you send somebody over, fix my computers, and I'll submit a trouble ticket. Oh, we can do that. Whew. Yeah, can't stand the Air Force. Sorry. Had to rub my nose. So, I think I'm done with San Antonio. Like I said, I got delayed. And then finally, after the trial before Christmas, I was like mid-January, or right after that, I said, hey, I'm leaving in mid-January. I am that person that has trouble just about everywhere I go. I'm going to talk what I had to do. So I was going to originally go over with myself, my two younger children, 2 cats, and leave my dog here. So I decided I'll at least take one of the cats with me. So I'm flying from San Antonio. And I have this cat carrier. I show up at the airport with my bags and this cat carrier, the one that says that it's okay to take onto planes. Well, I get to the ticket counter, and this is back in the day when you actually had people still working the ticket counter. Wasn't all this shove your passport or your credit card and get all your information. So of course the cat's already in here. She looks at that. Oh, no, you can't fly with that. I said, excuse me? That cat carrier is too big. It won't fit underneath the seat. Huh? It says it can. I checked the measurements. It can fit under the seat. No. So she whips out this thing. Cat carrier. This is the acceptable one, sir. I don't know if I can do this without rolling off the edge of the world, so to speak. No, it really can't. Well, this thing cost X amount of dollars. I don't remember which. So I said, okay, I don't want to delay any longer. So I purchased this thing. Give her my credit card. She runs it through. Oh, credit card wasn't accepted. I said, excuse me? She goes, it's just not accepting your credit card. Let me try it one more time. So she runs my credit card through again. It doesn't click or doesn't register again. So then she's like, I don't know what's going on. So she played around on the screen for a while. I don't know what she was exactly doing. And then she finally says, oh, you got to pay for this in cash. I said, excuse me? She goes, yeah, you got to purchase this in cash. Well, I had the money. I was flying. But see if I can do this. Mine almost fits inside this. Almost. Of course, that thing's rigid. This thing's, it's got a wire frame at the ends, so it really doesn't bend all that much. So it's a little bit taller and a little bit longer. I get so sick of airlines too, because I fly from San Antonio and I go to, not LaGuardia, no, that's New York. I go to the Washington D.C. area. I can't remember which airfield I landed on, and I'm flying Lufthansa from Washington D.C. to my destination in Germany because I'm on my way to Germany. And of course, it's winter, it's January, so you got multiple people with their trench coats, their heavy coats, their briefcases, their big oversized purses, and then you always see that one individual, you know, you can take only 2 carry-ons, you know, a personal bag and a carry-on. And then you always got to see that person that's got that wheeled thing that's got like the thing that fits in the overhead, then he's got like another small container, then he's generally got a computer or a briefcase or something like that, but all of those people always get on. So I get up to verify my flight, and of course I got my cat in this thing wrapped over my shoulder because it has a shoulder harness, and have my orders in hand just in case, and then I have a bag. And flying Lufthansa, and she looks at me, she goes, "Oh, your cat is your carry-on. You can't have anything else." I said, "I'm a United States soldier. This is all the important paperwork that I need to have on me when I arrive. And if my bags don't arrive, I will be in trouble." "Well, your cat will be your carry-on. You can't have another one." "Okay, so I need all this paperwork." "Well, you can take the paperwork, sir. And what am I supposed to put it in? Am I supposed to hold it in my lap, which I can't do? Am I going to put it in the overhead bin so it flies around?" And she just looks at me, and I think I had a small bag, or I don't remember what I had, but I took all my military paperwork and put everything else, so I didn't have my snacks with me. I didn't have anything else that I deemed vital to have on a 8-hour or 10-hour flight. So I really got mad at them. And of course, luckily, I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I had like 4 bags because I had to have a lot of military gear back then. And I just got really upset. So I landed, and of course, all my stuff came through, and got picked up by my sponsor, who's been waiting patiently for me for 6 months now. I wasn't replacing him per se, so it was nice that I got a sponsor, and he was, because I told him what I needed. I said, "Hey, I'm bringing a cat, so therefore, you know, can you get me some cat food and some kitty litter so I can have that right away in case I land as late as I did," which I did. And so I landed in Germany. It's January. The weather is pretty cold, and so I got one of those push carts. I got all my bags on it. Got the cat on the far end, and I had to do something special. I can't remember what. And we got to this place and took care of business. And I'm looking around. I'm like, "Do you have an elevator?" And they're like, "No, sir, we don't have an elevator in this area. Just use the, the escalator." Then I said, I'm pushing this. You want me to go down the escalator with 4 bags and this? They're like, "No problem, just do it." So I put it going forward rather than backward. So as soon as I put it in there, one of the duffel bags rolls all the way down the escalator, and they're like, "Ugh." And there was nobody below me, so I didn't clip anybody, I didn't trip anybody, I didn't cause an international incident or anything like that. And back at that time, I was flying to the Frankfurt area but I was going to be working out of the Darmstadt area, but we had to go to Frankfurt to check me in. So I'm like lost because, like I said, my sponsor took me. Says, "Oh, we got to go here first," and needed all that paperwork right handy when we first checked in. Turned over a bunch of stuff because you generally turned over like your 201 file back then, and all your medical records and your dental records and stuff like that. So that's what I had to. You don't want to lose that. So we go there, and then he takes me to Darmstadt, where I finally check in and spend a glorious, I don't know how long it was, about a good 2 to 3 weeks before I actually found a place to live on the economy, in the hopes that my children would be joining me, but they never did. So that's kind of a wrap-up of San Antonio, troubles with flying, and this basically is not my only troubles with flying ever since that incident, because I laid them side by side, and I'm like, lady, this is actually a little bit taller, but it bends, sir. And I'm like, no, if it bends, it's going to bend those wires at the end and won't be able to pop them back up. And of course, flying with Lufthansa. I don't think I ever flew with Lufthansa again in my military career. And good thing, because I'm always the person that's singled out. They always look, oh, there's a man. He's by himself. He's got a cat. He doesn't have 3 bags. So we'll single him out to limit him to 1 carry-on. But meanwhile, on that same flight, like I said, the heavy coats, the guy that's got that wheels with the 3 bags all across, up and down. And of course, the bottom one can go in the overhead bin, but you know, everybody fills the overhead bin, even though you hear time and time again, just put your wheels up there, your wheelie up there, whatever the heck they call it. Nope. I still see people trying to put everything up there. They don't want anything in their foot area, but it's just one of my pet peeves, especially with families that travel with little kids and buy their little kids seats. Their kids feet don't even hang over the seat, but yet they don't even want to fill the area where the little kid's at to save space. That's one of my pet peeves. I would love to be able to throttle people on the airplane. You're an idiot. Put your bag where they said to. Yay, look, your kid's taking this seat, put it under there. I know, Chief is ranting. But I believe San Antonio. We'll see what I say next week. This is Chief out. Once again, happy Thanksgiving and good holidays. Remember, freedom is not free.